Good morning. I welcome all of you to lecture Decision Support System and Business Intelligence. Today we are going to discuss about association rule mining. Is this presentation visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Association rule mining, a very popular data mining method in business intelligence for finding interesting relationship, that is affinities between variables, means atom or event. This association rule mining is part of machine learning family and employs unsupervised learning. Here in this association, we use unsupervised learning method like clustering techniques is used. There is no output variable, so we learn the output variable with unsupervised learning by using some clustering techniques as well, also known as market basket analysis. Association rule often used as an example to describe data mining to ordinary people, such as famous relationship between diaper and bears example. Now, association rule mining input the simple point scales transactions data. The input is simple point of sales transactions data, and output most frequent affinities among the item, means relation between the items and the transactions. For example, according to the transaction data, customer who bought a laptop, computer and a virus protection software also brought extended services plans 70% of the time. In this example, uh, suppose customer brought laptop. With this, there is some association. 70% of the peoples buy antivirus software with new laptop, as well as some extra services for protection purpose, for valid warranty purpose, or for service purpose, other services purpose. Customer buys these services with laptop 70%. This is the example of association. How do you use such pattern knowledge? Put the item next to each other for easy of finding. Promote the item as a package. Do not put one on the sale if the other are on the sale. Place items far apart from each other so that the customer has to walk the aisles to search for it, and by doing so potentially seeing and buying other items.
I'll
Association rule mining, a representative application of association rule mining includes in business and in medicine. In business, cross marketing, cross selling, store design, catalog design, e-commerce, optimization of the online advertising, product pricings and sale promotion configuration. All are these are include application of the association rules. Means we purchase the items with some transaction, but sometime what happen, there we buy a product. With that, if there is another product related to that product, then we also buy that related product also. So the cross marketing, cross selling, store design, catalog design, e-commerce site design, optimization of online advertising, product pricing and sale promotion configurations are the applications of association rule. Association rule also used in medicine for relationship between symptoms and the illness, diagnosis and patient characteristics and the treatment, to be used in the medical decision support system, and genes and their functions to be used in genomic projects. Association rule mining are all association rule interesting and useful. A genetic rules. A genetic rules x equal to y of s percent c percent, x and y products and or services. This x and y are the product. X is the product and y is the services. X left hand side LHS and y is the right hand side. S is the support and C is the confidence. Yes, how often X and Y go together means support, and confidence, how often Y go together with X. C is the confidence and S is the support. For example, laptop computer antivirus software is the product, and extended service plan is the service. Now 30% laptop and antivirus buy will be there, and service plan 70%. For this, association rule mining algorithm are available for generating association rule. There is a priori algorithm, a CLAT, FP growth, plus derivative, and hybrid of the three. This algorithm is used for association rule mining. The algorithm help identify the frequent item sets, which are the converted to association rules. Association rule mining, a prior algorithm. In this algorithm, find the subset that are common to at least a minimum number of items. We find the subset where at least some of the minimum number is to be common in that, and uses a button, uses a bottom up to approach. Frequent subset are extended one item at a time. The size of frequent subset increase from one item subset to two item subset. Suppose we want to buy only the laptop, but there the subset with this atom we extend our product to buy. We buy the antivirus, we buy some services with laptop. Then the 3 atom subset and so on. And group of candidate at each level are tested against the data for minimum support. See the figure. This is the prior algorithm. In this algorithm you see transaction number 1 and the number of atom purchase 1 2 3 4 2 that is again extended 2 3 4 2 3 1 2 4 1 2 3 4 and 2 4. Now you see the support item 1 is supported with 3 atom, support 3. For 2 6, for 3 4, 4 5. How you see you look at this number 2 items 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 supports are there. And you look at atom 3 1 2 3 and 4 supports are there. You look at 4, how much supports are there? 1 2 3 4 and 5 supports are there.
Sir, how you are identifying that support?
In transaction 1 there were purchase atom, we know the transaction history, and we got this table. Just a minute. In a prior algorithm we extend the services or the product to buy. In transactions number 1 we got this much atoms. Okay, we have this table. Now we are finding from this table the support for one transaction. There how much supports are there for one items. For one atoms there are 3 supports, 1 2 and 3. So here the 3 supports is written. You see for atom 2 how much transactions are there? How much transactions are there? Is it visible to you?
6.
6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 atoms. For 2 atoms 6 supports are there. For 3 atoms 4 supports are there. And for 4, how much supports are there for 4? Yes. How much supports for 4? Is it visible? Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
How much supports are there for 4?
5, sir.
5 supports are there. Okay. Then 1 and 2. 1 and 2. How much supports are there for 1 and 2? 1 and 2.
3 and 6.
1, 2 and 3. Means 1 and 2. For 1 and 2, if we extend this, how much supports are there?
3.
3. For 1 and 3,
2.
for 1 and 3, 1 and 3. Just a minute. For 1 and 3, 1, then this 2. There are only 2 supports. Okay. Then 1 and 4.
सर 3 है ना ऊपर ये.
For 1 and 3, there are 3 supports.
हाँ, right.
Where it is 1 and 3. This is 1. And 1 and 3. This is 2.
Yes.
Where again third? Where is
1
third
and
support?
4. 1 and 2.
In this table, look at where is third support, 1 and 3. Is there 1 and 3 atom purchased by transaction 1?
Yes, sir.
No. Only 2 supports are there. Okay. Is there
Yes,
third
sir.
support? Yes, Urusa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For how much supports for 1 and 4? You look at in this table.
3, sir.
3. You count.
Yes, sir.
For 2 and 3. For 2 and 3, this is 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. Sorry. This is 4. 4 supports are there. And for 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 5 supports are there. And for 3 and 4, how much supports are there? 3 supports are there. Similarly, for 1, 2 and 4, if we extend again the atom subsets, then how much supports are there? For 1, 2, 4, eraser. For 1, 2 and 4, this is 1, and this is second, 1, 2 and 4, and this is 1, 2 and 4. This is third support. There are, so here is written 3. Then for 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is second, and 2, 3, 4. This is third. There is also 3. So with the prior algorithm we can find the association like this. And in data mining software, in prior algorithm we can find the subsets. A prior algorithm finds subsets that are common to at least minimum number of the item sets, and uses a bottom up approach. Bottom up approach is used in the prior algorithm. For frequent subset are extend one atom at a time. The size of frequent subset increase from one atom subset to two atom subset, and then three atom subset, and so on. We increase one atom first, then we find one and two atoms, then we find one, two, and three atoms. Likewise, we increase the subset of atoms up to so on, and groups of the candidates at each level are tested again. Data mining for support, which is given in this figure. Now see the data mining software. Which are the data mining popular software? There are various data mining popular software like commercial software, SPSS. SPSS is a statistical package for the social science. This software is widely used in social science like economics, statistics, history, geography, for make the analysis to analysis purpose. As well as there is a software, predictive analysis software, formerly Clementine. The SAS is also statistical analysis software, which is used in enterprise, minor enterprises, as well as IBM. IBM is the intelligence business machines, which is also used for analysis purpose. StatSoft, statistical data software, is used, and many more softwares are there used in data mining for analysis purpose. Free and open source softwares are also available for the analysis purpose. There the Weka software is used as a open source free software for analysis purpose, as well as Rapid Miner software is used. You can use for this you can use this software for practical purpose as well as for analysis purpose. These are the open source softwares freely available. You can use this software commercial purpose as well freely, but these are some difficult than the SPSS. SPSS is the widely used software, and this is a commercial software and paid software. We have to buy this software. You look at this diagram, which is taken from kdnuggets.com on May 2009. SPSS software PASW means predictive analysis software, formerly plain. Use maximum maximum business are using this software, and below that the Rapid Miner software is used for analysis purpose, and below that SAS enterprise miner software is used. You see the 80, near about 80 times it is used. And Microsoft Excel is also used for analysis purpose. We can use Microsoft Excel to do the analysis of the business, to implement some simple algorithms like mean, mode, medium. We can find with the help of Microsoft Excel software, as well as there the R software is used. And R is also open source software freely available to download and install and use it as a commercial purpose. Your own code, you can create your own software, and people are using their own software by doing the coding with Java, C programming, C++, VB.NET and other. Weka software is also used widely. Kaizen software, MATLAB software. MATLAB is also, we know how to use that. Other commercial tools use. K9 software is used. The total software and other softwares is given with the red, and alone single software is given with blue. You see, all these softwares are using with some other software. Microsoft SQL Server, other free tool, Zementise software is used. Oracle data mining, Stat software, Statistica, Salford, Cart, Mark and other software. Orange software is used for analysis purpose. Angos, C4.5, C5.0, C5. These are also softwares used for analysis purpose, statistical analysis purpose, data mining purpose. Bezier software is there, which is used for statistical purpose, but it is not used for common application. Only the research application and some list commercial application use Bezier software. Insightful Miner ES Plus, now Tobacco is used. Megaputer software, Viscori software, Cario Analytica, Miner 3D, Think Analytics software is used for data mining purpose. So the data mining myths. What is data mining myths? Data mining provide instant solution or prediction. These are the myths about the data mining. Data mining provide instant solution to the problem and instant prediction how much profit will be there into our business, or what we have to do to increase the profit into our business. Data mining is not yet viable for business application. Data mining, most of the businesses not using the data mining. This is the myths of data mining, as well as it require a separate dedicated database. Is it true? It requires separate dedicated database. Can only be done by those with advanced degrees. Only those advanced degrees, they can use only the data mining. This is also myth about the data mining. Myths about the data mining is only for large firm that have lots of customer data. They use data mining. Is another name for goods old statistic. Data mining is also known as good old statistic. These are the myths about the data mining, but these are not true. Some of these points are false about the data mining. Common data mining mistakes. There are some common data mining mistakes. Selecting the wrong problem for data mining. We have to select data mining for appropriate problem. To solving the wrong problem, we can't use the data mining, and there may be mistake happen by us. We may select wrong problem and wrong data mining tools to solve that. Ignoring what you sponsor think data. Again, common mistake is that ignoring what your sponsor thinks data mining is and what is the reality can or can do. Also, not leaving insufficient time for data acquisition, selection, and preparation. We have to give the sufficient time. Insufficient time if we give for acquiring data, collecting data, and processing data, the result may be fall. We not get good results about this if we give if we not given a appropriate sufficient time to acquire data, to prepare data, as well as to select the data, which type of data we have to collect for this problem. Suppose we want to find out the uh, network customer like Idea, Vodafone, Jio. hmm? Suppose we are the service provider, new service provider to our business, which type of a data we have to acquire from the customer to give our service to them. For this, we have to select appropriate data which we have to be collected from customer, and then we have to use some time. We have to spend some time to acquire the that data. Being sloppy about keeping track of the data mining procedure and result. We have to keep track of the record. We don't have sloppy about the keeping track means as at the time of acquiring data from the market, we have to evaluate simultaneously. Just don't bring data blindly. That will be increase the computational burden of the system, and we will not be able to analyze that data at last. So keeping track of that data is important. These are the mistakes happen in the data mining, as well as ignoring suspicious good or bad findings and quickly move on. We have to first acquire data and then decide, then give our opinion. No, this is not useful data to us, and this is only the useful data to us. After doing some analysis, we have to give the our thought on that, our opinion on that. Ignoring suspicious findings and quickly moving on that, it is a mistake. Running mining algorithm repeatedly and blindly without thinking about the next stage. If we use some data mining algorithm repeatedly and blindly without thinking about what happen in next if we do like this on to this data, as suppose we want customers from our area for service providing to them, which data we have to acquire from that. Suppose we have name, address, and age of the customers and the communication number of the customer. These four field we have, and on this four field, suppose we applied one mining algorithm to extract the name of the customer from all that data, then and another part we have deleted. then that will not helpful to us, just a name. So we have to use a properly. We should not use blindly algorithm, mining algorithm on that data to acquire the data, to extract the data. Naively believing everything you are told about the data, as well as naively believing everything you are told about your own data mining analysis, measuring your result differently from way your sponsor measure them. As a experienced persons, we have to use their expertise to acquire the data. Don't use our own if we don't have the lot experience about the data mining. Then instead of our experience, we have to use others experience if they had the good experience to data mining analysis. So in this way we have finished data mining introductions. If you have any, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So in this way we studied introduction about the data mining. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask.
No, sir.
If you have any question, any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we will stop here. There are several algorithms are used for data mining purpose. Okay. From this, you can select one for your business purpose, which is the appropriate that we have to select. Most of the people are using R software for research and analysis purpose, as well as Weka. Weka software is also used. Where is Weka? And most of the commercial business enterprises are using SPSS for analysis purpose. This
Sir,
SPSS is
for
GUI based
data
software.
analysis,
Yes,
डेटा एनालिसिस के लिए यूज करते हैं वेका सॉफ्टवेयर.
yes. For data mining, for finding the valuable information from the pond or huge information. Only we have to extract the appropriate information from the huge information. We can use their Weka software, as well as for predict the output. If we have suppose 5 years data about the weather, and we want to find out the next year weather, will there high rain or low rain, that we can predict with using these data mining tools, data mining softwares. But you see, there is the there is the myths about data mining. Data mining find quick output, but it is not. Data mining takes a time, its own time to do the analysis. By using only the single algorithm, we cannot make the analysis quickly. To do that, we have to use multiple software and multiple algorithm to do the better analysis to get the better output. better predictions about the weather forecasting, rain, or business profit, business losses, and all. Association algorithm we seen. This algorithm is used to find the subset that are common to at least a minimum number of time. Association rule is used in a prior algorithm, and there is association rule used in business as well as in medicine. There are various applications in business: cross marketing, cross selling, store design, catalog design, e-commerce site design, optimization, online advertising, and all. Association rule is based on the input and output. But in association rule, their machine learning family is used. Machine learning algorithms are used in the association rule. In data mining, their clustering analysis, k-mean cluster algorithm are widely used. Decision tree. This algorithm is also used for analysis purpose. We seen in table C4.5, C5. All these algorithms are used. ROC curve is used for estimation method for classification. How this is used for how our result is rate of curve, rate of change. Means suppose if we increase the input, then output will be increased. If we increase input, then our output will be increased, like this. Suppose this is output, okay, and this is input. Now suppose output is uh, finding customers, finding customers for um, buy the car. For buy the car, we are finding the customers, and this is suppose we are giving the discount on the car. This is our input, discount. Suppose we have provided offer 1, customer will increase. If we provide offer 2, again customer will increase. If we provide offer 3, offer 4, offer 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. If we increase the offer on offer to buy the cars, then the car buyer will be increase, like this. We can find the rate of change. ROC means rate of change. We can find the rate of change by using this rate of curve classification for classify the buyers based on the offers. K-fold cross validation we already discussed. Estimation method for classification. Classification means categorization of the data, and for this their simple split algorithm we already discussed in previous some chapter. True positive, true negative, false positive, and false negative. This is the accuracy measurement method. How much data we have correctly classified and how much data we have not correctly classified. Suppose suppose we are using the biometric device. You know the biometric device is there at our college for attendance purpose. Okay, and now we are using face biometric there. Suppose someone get to recognize their self himself with biometric device. He is enrolled. Suppose he person there are person enroll in the system 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, and this is person 1. Suppose person 2, person 3, person 4. These are the persons. Okay, and this is suppose person 8. 8 is not in the database. Okay, 8 is not in the database. If suppose person 1 tried to recognize and he is in database and he is correctly classified, okay, then that is the true positive. True positive. Suppose this is person 2 and he tried to recognize himself, and in this machine find this person in the database. It is available here but it is not classified. This is available but this person suppose rejected, then this is the false. This person is true but it is negative, so true person. This person we have to recognize correctly but this is not recognized, so false positive. This is the person which is available in our database, means positive, but it is rejected, so false positive. And suppose this 8 is not into the database and it is found by our system, this is not available, and this is suppose rejected, then false. Person try to enter and the result is negative, rejected. Okay, it is good. Then true negative. Suppose this person is true and it is not recognized by our device, then this is the true negative. 2 is true negative, 8 is suppose false negative, and 1 is true negative. And suppose this 3 person is try to match with our database but it is not match. This is in database but by system this is rejected, then this is the false positive. This is in database 3 in database, not rejected. Like this we can use the accuracy measurement confusion matrix. This is the confusion matrix we can use for classification problem accuracy measurement. Their SEMA model is used, means sample, explore, modify, model and assess for evaluation purpose. Data preparation, how we can prepare data we already seen in this example. In this way we have completed this chapter. If you have any doubt regarding this you can ask, else we will stop here.
No, sir.
Then okay, thank you, have a nice day, bye.
Thank you, sir.